Hey everybody, we are here at the
we are.
Covenant store, and we're here to unbox this latest and greatest deluxe expansion called Flame of the West.
Is it the greatest? Can we make that assumption? What is this? What saga are we on?
We're getting Pelennor here. This is the Return of the King stuffs. So it's the culmination of a great many Saga expansions.
Was that where does that rank on the books?
Return of the King?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely better than Two Towers.
Oh, really?
Definitely. Everything is. Two Towers is the middle child of the Lord of the Rings books.
I thought it was a better movie.
Neither liked nor wanted. Just kidding. But personally, Fellowship is still the bee's knees.
It's hard to, yeah. I mean, but doesn't this speak to why every time you start a role-playing campaign, you want to start new characters?
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, it's like,
I mean,
potential. You don't want to unravel the story over and over.
That's right.
Well, let me kick it off here. Let's look at the cards, shall we?
We got some new heroes.
We're here to unbox. Well, my goodness.
Get on with it.
Get on with it. We got Eowyn coming into the play here, looking just stellar. I could tell that was Magali from the day I was born.
Whoa.
So good. Man, look at that.
It's a pretty awesome capacity to do that.
Very cool. I'm sorry, we got a lot of cards to get through. Better get to it. 4 willpower, 1 attack, 1 defense, 3 health. Rohan and Noble. Setup, reduce your threat by 3.
Whoa, that's interesting.
Can anyone trigger that?
Probably not.
I don't think so. Probably not. Action, raise your threat by 3 to ready Eowyn.
Cool.
She gets +9 attack until the end of the phase.
Dang.
Limit
+9?
Once per game for the group. So not even any weird shenanigans where like one player's Eowyn dies and then another one somehow or comes back from the dead or something. Yeah. So obviously
no shenane here.
That is an important moment.
Classic Eowyn, only doing this once.
Yeah.
Ideally for the Witch King, I'm assuming. But I guess you could kill a Balrog with that if they weren't indestructible.
I mean, let's not forget, this is a 4 willpower tactics hero.
Whoa, 4 willpower?
It's right here.
Dang, that is awesome.
Showing it to Robert.
I somehow missed that
because he didn't
critical part of that character.
Eowyn's
that's pretty
great.
Awesome, and great art. Thanks, Magali. I have a little bit out of order the Saga hero, because this is one of those Saga expansions. You get a hero that essentially is going to be doing the round robin, as it were, amongst all the players. It's Aragorn, but I'm calling him Haragorn because look at that gorgeous mane of hair he's got there.
They look kind of like Frank Brooks these days.
Riding that horse. Anyway, he's got 0 starting threat, of course, but 2 willpower, 3 attack, 2 defense, 5 hit points. He's unique, Drúadan, noble, ranger traded, and reading. The first player gains control of Aragorn. If Aragorn leaves play, the players lose the game while Aragorn has an artifact attached. He gains Sentinel and does not exhaust quest. That's
who I'm expecting Aragorn
He's showing
to be.
up. And let me tell you, at this point in the saga, he is bedecked with artifacts.
Okay.
So that should
Isn't
be
that cool? The
readily
idea of
achieved.
having artifacts.
Oh man, this is a millennia-old trinket.
He's got perps, man.
And it will give you awesome powers. Yeah, perps. Just doing raids all the time.
I'm moving on to Baragon tier.
Okay. Second Baragon we've ever gotten.
One of the saddest looking cards that I've yet seen.
He's a sad man.
He's a spirit hero, 10 threat to start him, 0 willpower, 1 attack, 4 defense, and 4 hit points. He has Sentinel. So obviously he's kind of pigeonholing himself into a very specific role. Response, after he defends an attack and takes no damage, reduce the defending player's threat by 1.
Whoa.
This is a spirit hero.
That's an
incredible
defender.
effect.
That's awesome.
An incredible effect.
A threat managing defender. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Let me see that card again. I need to appreciate how sad he is. Just, man.
We can't see what's on the screen right now. We have to do it manually.
You're very accurate on that. There's only one copy, so I don't have one right now.
You got Grimbold?
Yeah, I got Grimbold right here. He is a 3-cost tactics ally with 2 willpower, 1 attack, 1 defense, and 2 hit points. Rohan, warrior traded. Then reading combat action, discard Grimbold to choose an enemy engaged with a player. That's any player. That enemy cannot attack that player this phase.
I gotta say,
That's pretty good.
2 willpower.
2 willpower tactics guy. What are these tactics people doing?
Are we playing solitaire here? Because at this point, tactics can get it done.
I saw a non-scientific poll that indicated that most players, when they're playing Lord of the Rings, are doing it solitaire, albeit with any number of decks in hand,
variations.
As it were.
They might have mini decks running at the same time.
Sure, but yeah, seems like a lot of solitaire players are out there.
All right. Well, that's a joy. If you're only running 1 deck, it looks like it's tactics with these guys in it. Because then you got the best of everything.
New archetype. What?
Oh man, look at Prince Imrahil. Ooh, calm down. Ooh. 4 cost. Gondor noble. He's an ally for spirit. 2 across the board. 2 willpower, 2 attack, 2 defense, and 3 hit points. Gondorian noble. While there is a hero card in your discard pile, Prince Imrahil loses the ally card type and gains the hero card type. He turns into a hero.
I like everything about this.
He turns into a hero. He starts collecting resources and
yeah, the whole shebang, man. I mean, he's not a very potent hero as far as like a hero version of Imrahil.
Well, he's a heck of a potent ally.
We do have, yeah, he is a very potent ally. We do have a hero version, an actual printed hero version of Imrahil already. He's leadership, but
it doesn't look nearly as good as this.
Yeah,
I can guarantee that.
This is one of the.
If I have this on the board,
one of only 3 dudes at critical event in this Saga expansion, the Battle of Pelennor Fields,
and he's got
who didn't get hurt at all, unscathed.
And he's got a ship on his
one
shield there. It's all blue.
I
mean, it's
most favorite footnotes about Imrahil.
It's important.
He's that hoss.
Yeah.
He didn't even get nicked.
Not even
nicked.
That's not even possible in ancient warfare, I would imagine. There's just stuff.
There's at least
everywhere.
an arrow. But you go to the Jon Snow school of battlefield injury evasion. It's just like zigzags and then just like duck and roll at the most opportune times.
It's like you're being chased by a panther. Apparently, it's supposed to zigzag as well.
Oh, all right. Good to know. Yeah. There's a lot.
Or a rhino. Specifically a rhino, actually. I think the panther was
just stand
not
still.
Correct.
When do you play dead?
Yeah.
Never.
You won't be playing with a panther.
No playing. Don't play around.
You got Halbarad?
I do. Halbarad, he's a 4-cost leadership ally, doing a reverse Vulcan greeting here. With 2 willpower, 2 attack, 2 defense, 3 hit points, Drúadan, and Ranger traded. Reading, reduce the cost to play Halbarad by 1 for each enemy engaged with you. Ooh, that's cool. And then each enemy engaged with you gets plus 10 engagement cost.
Okay, this is awesome, right? So this guy comes in for super cheap.
Yes, can.
Like, I mean, because you got him in your hand, you're like, oh, I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll take that. And then you Sentinel for,
ding,
the guy, and then he plays out a free Halbarad or something.
Yep, or at least a cheaper.
Now, this plus 10 engagement cost is triggering off a lot of other effects that involve the engagement cost of the enemy being higher than your threat.
Correct.
Things like that, right?
Now, I'm actually scratching my chin on this one because it's engaged with you.
Yeah.
So the engagement check is already.
But aren't there like traps and stuff or something?
That's true.
There's abilities and weapons that are like, if the opponent is higher threat or higher engagement cost, then you get to do this cool special thing, right? I think the Hobbits have some stuff like that.
There's some things like that. So this guy is probably ideally suited to work with Hobbits, as any Dunedain Ranger is going to be.
All right, well, we figured that one out. Glad we got through it.
He just needs to go to the class on figuring out how
to his hand's a little confused.
It looks like one of those Jesus-y Renaissance gestures.
It totally does, actually. It's one of those ancient paintings.
I pardon you.
White as snow.
Yes.
Probably not how it actually was. Let's talk about Baragon.
Wow, you really said that right.
2-cost Woes in an ally.
Woes.
Woes.
Whoa.
X, willpower, 1 attack, 1 defense, 2 hit points. X is the threat of the active location. So always going to be at least questing for as much as the active location's threat is. And travel action can discard this character to travel to a location without resolving its travel effect. That's incredibly
home
useful.
Run. This is
that's what lore needs
awesome
to be doing
lore,
too. Yeah.
Lore character.
So what is a Woes again? You said there was a combo of.
These are those critter dudes that are living in the Drúadan forest that we had an adventure pack about. And they're all there, and they're like hobbit, dwarf, crossbreed types.
Are they kind of like the Ewoks of this world?
Ooh. Playing with fire on that one.
Sorry.
I don't know.
We'll
No comments.
just pass it on.
We're passing it. All right, next up we have this beautifully arted tactics
Look at that scene.
0 cost, sterner than steel. Eowyn, hopefully winning this one. Response, exhaust a weapon or armor card, already love it, attached to the defending character to cancel a shadow effect just triggered during combat. This is great. It costs 0. Imperative on that one. Really allows you to just drop it out because
I love it.
Sometimes you don't have the means, your fellow spirit players. It seems like Tactics is really encroaching on the spirit domain.
It is. Tactics is getting too good. Who's in charge of that?
Tactics, filling in the gaps here.
Who's that? Yeah, but they are the number one.
They're one of the most essential spheres in the game.
You know what? Sometimes there's just no substitute for a good sword.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Isn't that really what we've learned?
You can really just
life?
cut through all your problems.
Let's talk about Desperate Defense. Ooh, speaking of,
no points for that one.
1-cost event for Spirit Response. After a Sentinel character is declared as a defender, it gets +2 defense for this attack. If it deals no damage, ready the defending character.
That's
Shut
awesome.
The front door. That's so good.
That is awesome. I love the art on that. Whew.
These are fundies, Robert.
These are these are
legit.
fundy cards. It's like both in what is it?
Netrunner?
This in the latest
Netrunner's
Netrunner
back to
pack.
fundies too.
Back to fundies. I love that.
All
love
right.
that trend.
Me too, man.
All right, next up.
Oh my gosh.
Just breezing through these.
Oh my
We
gosh.
have a 1-cost tactics attachment, the Golden Shield. That is
It's so good.
resplendent.
It's so beautiful.
Just take a moment.
I'll take it back. I think a good shield maybe is better than a good sword.
Really?
No, that's not true
You
at
can
all.
you can bash and you can do some like
You can
edge
also
chops
use it as a dish.
in
if
a
you need
dish.
to. You can
It
boil water in it.
makes
So
a beautiful
you can't,
serving plate or bowl.
You can't boil water in a sword. So if you could be stranded out, if you were stranded out in the woods, I think I would take a big, nice shield
take-
over a sword.
Okay.
Although cutting things is really important.
And if it's raining really hard, you can hold it over
You could,
your head.
actually, yeah, it could shelter.
So
So
now-
it kind of is serving some needs.
So yeah, it's really checking all the boxes here.
Would you guys take a shield or a sword into the woods? You tell me.
You tell me, which weighs less? That will decide it for me
Everything?
very, very quickly. Which weighs less? Okay, anyway, it's a golden shield,
Could be a
and it's
sled?
item and armor traded attached to a Rohan hero restricted, so very focused, and then reading response after attached hero is declared as a defender, exhaust golden shield to add attached hero's willpower to its defense for this attack. Man,
Tony,
I
what is
could-
tactics not doing?
I could think of somebody who this would go really good on that we may have seen recently. What?
Eowyn has got 4 willpower.
What's old Baragon doing?
That-
But he's
that-
not
she,
Rohan.
She
He's
would be
not Rohan.
defending for 5, man. Isn't that nuts?
And then she can swing for like 10.
She can swing
Total?
for 10 if you need it. Yeah,
Jeez.
10.
Eowyn, doing some
She's
work.
gonna. Eowyn actually solves a lot of old quests
Oh
that
man,
were hard.
we have to take a moment for this Golden Shield flavor text. His Golden Shield was uncovered and low. I think Caleb at one point said that was the Tolkien hashtag.
low.
It shone like an image of the sun.
Yeah,
And
I
low.
can see that. Reminds me of an old game called Body Harvest that probably nobody has ever played on Nintendo 64. I
Oh
think.
man, what's that one about?
You had one of your primary weapons was a shield that harnessed the sun, and you could just shoot solar beams. Out
Reflective style?
It was
or
a strange but
did it
incredible
charge
game.
and burst?
It had a charge or something, or I think you maybe had to directly reflect. I can't remember.
That's interesting.
All right, then moving on to Livery of the Tower.
Livery?
I think it's livery. Livery?
I don't know.
What do you call it? Like, because livery is like isn't that what you like decorate with? It's got livery.
you
it's
know,
like edges of the table.
This is about to go on the internet, so I'm really trying to not be wrong here. So.
Well, I had to say something.
I had to say something.
Blank of the Tower.
Blank.
Zero cost item, armor, attached to a Gondor hero, restricted. It is spirit. A zero cost attachment is always my jam. Response, spend X resources from attached hero's pool to cancel X damage just dealt to attached hero.
Dang.
No, it's not good, man. Come on, you're not gonna run that.
Jeez. So that could go on
You're not gonna
hero
run that.
version of Imrahil if and when he gets upgraded. That there's all kinds of things.
I wouldn't run this.
You wouldn't run
We
this?
need to run this down. We need to be real
Is
here.
Is it too defensively minded?
1 resource for 1 damage? I would never make that.
Well,
trade.
yeah.
3
I mean,
for 3? Never.
Arguably, that's as good as the original Glorfindel's hero ability, where you spend a resource to heal 1. So yeah, generally I wouldn't associate that. But if
I
it's
wouldn't
sort
put
of
this in the
like
deck,
if you go
man.
from the total amount of health of damage that he can take based off his health to 1 less, so he's actually still in the game. It could be a lifesaver, but that's still a
You
card
gonna hold
slot.
resources just to soak some damage? I mean, come on. How often are we really taking
I never
damage?
do, but your heroes are your bread and butter, man. I mean, they're worth defending and keeping in the game.
Well, we've been doing it so far without this card for years.
I agree.
don't need it.
But I guarantee it that there's going to be somebody out there.
I want to incite some things.
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
I want to
like-
get saucy.
Okay. With
You guys
hollandaise,
getting saucy here?
hollandaise bechamel.
You got the horse.
I got the horse Rohan.
Rohan.
Rohan, I can't pronounce that. Like most of these cards, it's a 2-cost leadership attachment, mount traded, attached to a Drúadan hero. And then if attached hero is Aragorn, which it should be, this is his horse, he gains the tactics icon.
Guess what?
Guess what?
The tactics icon.
Tactics. And yet again, another thing for Aragorn to really just make him awesome.
That's
There's
true.
like 20,000 of these kinds of cards already.
Matches Aragorn.
Aragorn, yeah, that's right. Look at all the hair on these
the
guys.
amount of manes
Woo, just
riding
glorious
into battle.
mains for everybody. And then response, after you optionally engage an enemy, exhaust Rohan, or anyway, and attached hero
Probably the weirdest way I could think to say that. Rohirrim.
to declare that hero as an attacker and resolve its attack, of course, against that enemy. So
That's
kind of
great.
like jump ahead in the resolution cycle and
Engage,
be like, hey,
attack.
Because I got this fast, beautiful,
Just
mount
Beautiful.
here. I mean, Shadowfax never looks that good.
Yeah, that's great.
Sheesh, Gandalf.
That's fun.
getting
That's
shown
interesting.
up
I
here
like it. I like that. That's cool.
by Aragorn's horse.
All right, so I've got 2 cards that are working with the Saga.
Saga-related business here.
Saga-related business. So if you don't have Saga-related business to discuss with us, you can leave the video now.
Need not apply.
But you shouldn't.
But
because first,
these are amazing.
we have a 3-cost Banner of Elendil, artifact and item. Attach it to Aragorn while Aragorn is committed to the quest.
It's an
Each
artifact.
Other questing character you control gets +1 willpower,
Dang.
which we know how that effect works.
We know how that is. A fair
And
mirror
while
effect.
Aragorn is attacking, each other attacking character you control gets +1 attack. Now this is a banner.
Dual purpose.
This is why you do banners back in the day.
Hello.
You have the banner bear running throughout
In
combat.
case you missed it, I'm right here.
And everyone's like, that's what we're fighting for.
Be inspired by my presence. Yeah. I'm lending a hand here. My next card is one of these beautiful, what do they call these? Boon cards, I guess.
It's a boon.
That you acquire through your success and playthrough of the saga. It is Esquire of Rohan, 0-cost title. Permanent setup attached to a hero. Attach hero gains the Rohan trait, and then attach hero gets +1 attack while attacking with another Rohan character. And it looks like Mary there with a 1978 haircut.
Ooh, nice. I think I've got, is this Pippin?
That's got to be if it's Esquire.
They got
of
Esquires, man.
Gondor, yeah.
Man, they really leveled up. They had no idea what was about to happen.
Rise now,
to their little worlds.
Meriodoc, Esquire of Rohan.
Well, I'm going to switch
get
it over
your
here.
haircut.
0-cost Esquire
Said
of
the king.
Gondor. It's a title. It's permanent. Set up to attach. You attach it to a hero during setup, I should say.
That's right.
Attach hero gains the Gondor trait. Attach hero gets +1 willpower while committed to the
willpower's
quest with another Gondor character.
There you go.
So some Esquires.
You know,
Look at that, guys.
they're
We
being
made it.
squirey and lending a hand to their.
Well, Flame of the
Knights.
West. This is one of
Flame
the
of the
more
West.
iconic boxes,
Look
right?
at this. I mean, we've got a Witch King on the front of this
Yeah.
thing. It's things are getting pretty
How does
serious.
this end anyway?
That escalated quickly. I think.
Just kidding. Don't say it.
I
Don't
think
say it.
what the Emperor's
Maybe-
finest get wiped out, or something like that.
Who knows? Have you read it? I mean, maybe you haven't read it. Maybe you haven't watched the movies.
Sauron sent an entire legion.
I was waiting
of
to
his
play.
best troops.
I was waiting to play through the game to know how Lord of the Rings ends.
That's
okay.
right. Aragorn will show you the way.
Well, thank you for watching, guys. If you want to get these kinds of releases automatically,
you can subscribe.
Anytime they happen, you should subscribe. Not only, and this is true, not only is it...
There are
believe
two
me-
ways to subscribe.
No, there are 2 ways, but not only is it super convenient and really respectful of your time as a game-playing person, rather than wasting all the time keeping up with everything and trying to figure out, is there a new release? All you got to do is sign up, and then we send it to you, we ship it to you. It's a great value, too, so we're saving you some money, usually, and I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
What could possibly
Could
go
you go
wrong?
do that
What
just
could
right now?
possibly go wrong?
And then we also have adventure tokens, so check out our line of wooden tokens for this game, and very exciting stuff. We'll see you
awesome.
guys on the next video.
Thanks, everybody.